Smackdown tonight, folks. We might as well say that this show was nothing more than a joke. The show is so broke that it looks like Vince McMahon and Bruce is on dope. This show was an absolute waste of everybody's time watching it. Me, I despise it. I expose this show for what it really is, which is an absolute 3-hour waste of nothing. Legitimately important. This show was boring to watch. It was unenjoyable to watch. It was entertaining, but it just wasn't creative. It wasn't a great show at all. The show was fucking terrible. Outside of Roman Reigns, of course. Outside of Roman Reigns, Sasha Banks, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Roode, Riott, and Liv Morgan. And Sami Zayn. Everything else, everybody else on the show just fucking sucks. Billie Kay, Carmella, and Natalya. You want to talk about one of the worst examples of the women's division? There you go, right there. Those three women are the worst examples of the women's division. Of the SmackDown women's division. Hell, Billie Kay was the worst example of the Raw women's division. You might as well say she's the example of all the women's division in WWE. We got Dolph Ziggler with Bobby Roode ringside versus Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Why the fuck did we get Sami Zayn versus Big E? This match should have been saved for TLC. Same with Sasha Banks versus Carmella. That match should have also been saved for TLC. But you know Bruce and Vince doesn't care. Now do they? We all know that. We all know the answer is no. But we got the Wyatt Squad versus, oh god, one of the members of the Moronics, the Stuponics, the Idiotics. You know, one of the members of the Iconics, Billie Kay. And we got Natalya. So Billie Kay and Natalya teamed up against the Riott Squad. And then we got Chad Gable, who was once named Shorty G, teaming up with Otis versus Cesaro and Nakamura. And you know what happened, right? Obviously, Nakamura and Cesaro won that match. And then we got the SmackDown Women's Tag Team, or not Tag Team, but the SmackDown Women's Championship match. You got Carmella versus Sasha Banks. I don't even know why. I still, till this day, don't even know why we got this. Bruce and Vince, are you the reasons why we got this match? I believe so. Folks, we're going to go over it all, man. We're going to go over everything that went down on SmackDown right here on my Ingram Wrestling News YouTube channel. Alright, folks, I'm Brendan. This is your December the 11th, 2020 SmackDown review. Obviously, we got a lot to go over, so before we get started, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Smash that like and subscribe button. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I got 121 subscribers. Not close to 200 yet. So if we can get there, maybe we'll get to 300. We can get to 200. And you know it's going to take a while to get to 300. Y'all realize that, right? So, of course, you know I got more content coming to the channel. I got more content coming to the channel this month and next year. Next year, I got some brand new content coming to the channel. And I am definitely going to be getting Call of Duty. You better best believe I'm getting that AEW game when it comes out. you know I'm gonna be doing AEW reviews once I get that game. Even though it'll be my first time doing AEW reviews. Haven't done any yet. Don't worry. It will happen soon. Even though the women's anyways, follow me on Twitter at Ingram Wrestling. Follow me on Twitch. And you already know the rest. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, folks. Let's get it up to 200. If we can get it up to 200, then I know we can get it up to 300 and 400. I don't even have a like goal for this video, so don't even worry about it. Just leave a like on there. It helps me in the channel. And it helps my videos and my live streams and my reviews as well. I mean, just look at the thumbnails I have on all my videos. It's helping bringing more audience. It's helping the views. I mean, that's what thumbnails are for. To bring more audience. It seems like every time you put a thumbnail on there, it seems like more audience don't arrive. They don't, you don't get more for some reason. You know, you have some of these channels where they put thumbnails on their videos. They think that a lot of audience are going to join their chat, but half of them don't because they're not interested. Just wanted to throw that out there. Anyway, folks. We're going to get started the SmackDown review here. So we got Sasha Banks and Carmella kicking off SmackDown. We got Sasha Banks making her way to the ring for a contract signing with Carmella. Adam Pearce is in the ring to moderate, and he explains the point of the signing. But before he can introduce Carmella, Sasha asks us what is going on with the contract because it's not inside the case. Carmella appears on the big screen and laughs. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, very funny. Very funny, Mella. She has the contract. Carmella says she isn't stupid. She won't play these dumb games. She hands the contract to a lackey beside her. Then Sasha tells her to get out to the ring. Well, Carmella says Adam Pearce needs to get her in check. The lackey comes down to the ring, and Carmella says Adam Pearce needs to get her in check. The lackey comes down to the ring, and Banks signs the contract with a stamp. So Sasha tells Carmella she can come out and get a title shot tonight if she wins. So basically, Sasha tells Carmella she can come out and get a title shot tonight if she wants. Carmella agrees. Adam Pearce makes it official. And Banks then gives Carmella an example of what she can expect and attacks the lackey, hitting him with a backstabber. Michael Cole throws it backstage to Kayla Braxton, who interviews the Street Profits. She asked if they're annoyed that Ziggler and Roode said they're too funny to make money. That actually sounds pretty good coming out of them. They joke around and make fun of Ziggler and Roode while saying they are the Street Profits. And they do what they do. Ford faces Ziggler after a break. So we got Ziggler and then once he makes fun of the Profits. Okay, but that makes no sense because he's rich as hell and has lots of hair. He then likes the Profits to a team I missed the name of. Then Roode tells them to take the good of this because their title reign will soon go up in smoke. Yeah, just like I go up in smoke when I'm watching garbage on Monday Night Raw every week. Sick and tired of these fucking Monday Night Raw garbage shows. These shows are fucking terrible, man. They really are. Every week, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown's fucking terrible. And Bruce and Vince are still yet not doing nothing to fix these shows. All this bull crap they're booking on these shows are not generating viewership. They're not generating views. They're not generating views at all. They're really not. Seriously. It seems like they are booking the same shit every single week. It doesn't help. It doesn't help bring audience. All it does is drag audience away. It's not doing WWE any good, man. That's why I say Vince McMahon, Bruce, and WWE Creative need to be removed from WWE because their creative rosters already look terrible. The SmackDown Raw Women's division, the SmackDown and Raw Women's rosters look fucking terrible. This division over there is stacked. The NXT Women's division is doing a lot better than the AEW Women's division. The AEW Women's division has not done much over there due to the pandemic. And it's not only because of the pandemic, it's because of other things too, besides the pandemic. Also, not only has NXT Women's Division done way better than the AEW Women's Division, folks, also, I don't care what these IWC geeks have to say. I'm telling the truth like it is. I'm throwing it out there. Like how it should be thrown out there. Anyways, as I was saying, folks. Oh no. The live stream is met. The live stream has went black. That is not good. Uh-oh. That's a problem. The screen should pop back up, folks. Probably in about an hour. It just went. The browser, I don't know what's going on. This internet sucks, man. I don't know what's going on with it. Anyways. So, we're going to read this again, folks. So, Ziggler and Roode come to the ring, and Dolph makes fun of the Profits and their solo cups. He says Ford called him a poor man's HBK, but that makes no sense because he's rich as hell and has a lot of hair. He then likes the Profits to a team I missed the name of. So then Roode tells them to take the good of this because their title reign will soon go up in smoke. So we got Dolph Ziggler with Bobby Roode versus Montez Ford with Angelo Dawkins at ringside. Folks, even though the screen is black, the review must go on. I'm not ending this. The review's going on. So the show must go on. So the match gets underway with Ziggler taking control early on and holds Ford down with a headlock. Ford tries to fight up, but Ziggler kicks his shin and hits a neckbreaker for a 2 count. So then Ziggler goes for a little dance and lines up a drop kick, but Ford catches his feet and catapults him into the turnbuckle. I don't know what the fuck that little dance was about. Really? Who the fuck wants to see you dance in the ring, Dolph Ziggler? The answer is nobody. Anyways, Ford then hits a drop kick and Ziggler rolls out of the ring to regroup with Roode. Dawkins runs into the ring and dances with Ford. So, causing their music to play and solo cups to rain down on the ring. Ziggler and Roode are furious as they head to the break. So back live, and Ziggler has Ford down in the ring with a sleeper. Ford climbs to his feet, but Ziggler slams him down by the head. So then he hits 6 jumping elbow drops in a row. That was a lot. Ziggler goes back to the sleeper, but Ford quickly rallies, only to get dropped with a neckbreaker. Once again, Ford fights up and hits a flurry of offense, including a back suplex, kip up, and a standing moonsault. Ford drops Dolph and goes to the top rope. Suddenly, on the floor, Roode attacks Dawkins and throws him into the steel steps. The distraction stops Ford from hitting the frog splash, and Ziggler is able to super kick him off the top rope and cover for the win. So the winner was Dolph Ziggler. And my thoughts and my comments on this match. Match wasn't too bad. Montez Ford did most of the work, in my opinion, in the ring. I don't think Dolph Ziggler did much in there. He did take control. I mean, he did take control of the match, but then Montez Ford got the hang of it. Honestly, folks, this whole Ziggler and Roode Street Profits feud is just the same thing as the New Day and the Hurt Business feud. I mean, they're the only two tag teams on their show's divisions. Only two tag teams in the SmackDown Tag Team division. And it's just a way to justify a tag team championship match. Folks, WWE merge the freaking divisions. How many times do I have to say this every week? Seems like every time we all say this, Vince McMahon and Bruce doesn't listen at all. They don't care. They don't. Because they're fucking dumb. It's that simple. Fucking stupid. I don't even know. Until this day, I still don't know why you got a 60-year-old man writing the show. And you got a 70-year-old man producing the show. And writing the show. And I don't understand. I don't understand. I really don't. Absolutely makes no sense. Those guys need to be removed. And they know who I'm talking about. Anyways. So it says still to come, Sasha Banks versus Carmella for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Sami Zayn versus Big E. And it said we will relive Roman Reigns beating, or relive Roman Reigns beating of Kevin Owens and Jey Uso. Yeah, man, that was crazy. The Tribal Chief, he is really doing good with his heel character, dude. I've been impressed with Roman Reigns since he turned heel. Really. I mean, this guy is doing a fantastic job. Y'all, you all cannot deny how great he is doing. Really. It's almost like he's doing as good as Stone Cold Steve Austin. The way, how good Stone Cold Steve Austin did with his character. Reminds me of Stone Cold Steve Austin. He really does. And we all know The Rock is good with his character too. So. Sami Zayn is backstage berating a guy for not having a t-shirt, but up walks Big E wearing his new shirt. Zayn is annoyed and Big E tells him not to worry about the shirt. He should worry about the meat inside the shirt. Apollo Crews and Kalisto are with Big E, and Tamina was there too. As y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed. And they show Sami a t-shirt they made of him, which has a stickman version of Zayn. Sami gets angry and tries to rip the shirt, but he can't and storms off. Big E laughs and shouts after him. Ha 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 ha, who fucking cares? Really. Nobody cares. Honestly, folks, nobody's never going to get invested in this Big E solo run. Honestly, the man has the chance after years being in a tag team to break out as a single star, and it comes off as a joke. Even he himself seems to take it as a joke. He just won't move on from New Day antics. Well, he needs to because he's a singles competitor now. There's no way they are drafting Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods back to SmackDown. No way. There's no way they're doing that in the next draft. There's no way they're going to do that. Absolutely no way. I hope by then Bruce and Vince are fired. For real. So, anyways, commercial break. Sami Zayn comes to the ring and starts ranting about how nobody appreciates him. He says we all love Pat Patterson, but nobody appreciates the current Intercontinental Champion. He continues on, but gets interrupted by Big E. So we got Sami Zayn, folks, versus Big E. Now, give me your thoughts in the chat or in the comments below on your thoughts and your comments on this match. Because I think this match should have been saved for TLC. I honestly think it should have been. I don't think it absolutely made no sense for this match to even be on the show. It didn't make no sense for WWE to book this match on the show. It just didn't. Goes to show you how fucking terrible creative is, man. And how terrible Bruce is at writing and producing. It's got a lot to do with the writing and producing. Think about it, folks. It's been going on for 8 years. I feel like it's been going on for more than freaking 8 years. I'm talking about as far as these terrible shows. So here's what happened to this match between Sami Zayn and Big E. I got a little quiet for a minute because I was reading somebody's comment. Somebody had commented on my video, so I read it. The match begins and Zayn rolls out of the ring, angrily putting his Intercontinental Championship on the announce desk. Zayn reluctantly gets in the ring and hits Big E, but E fires back and drops him with a big elbow. Big E drags Zayn under the bottom rope and goes to the floor, then clubs Sami with repeated forearms to the chest. Big E gets on the apron and hits a running splash as they head to the commercial break. Back live, and Zayn is taking control. He's in control, beating Big E in the corner. Zayn grinds down. Oh, look, the screen's back up. Yay. Big E with a submission, but then gets cocky and mocks Big E. Ain't y'all happy that the screen's back up? I told y'all. See, I don't lie. I don't freaking lie. I tell y'all the truth. I try to tell y'all the honest truth. I don't tell y'all lies. I said the screen would pop back up eventually, and sure enough, it did. Anyways, prompting the big man to hit him with repeated belly-to-bellies, Big E taunts Sami and squats. Yeah, that's what he did, folks. Squats over him and hits the big splash for a near fall. Zayn rolls outside and tries to jump back in, but Big E catches him. So then Big E looks for the big ending, but Zayn rolls off and cries about having a hand injury. The referee stops Big E to check on Zayn, who gets up and slaps Big E, then runs out of the ring. Zayn runs around the ring as Big E chases him and goes under the ring, and Big E follows after. Zayn comes out the other side, but Big E has a hold of his leg. Zayn kicks himself free and dives into the ring. At the count of 9 to win. Sami Zayn is such a fucking genius, bro. He's doing the best work of his career with his heel character as Intercontinental Champion. I don't care what anybody says, man. He's doing great. He really is. He's really killing it with his character. The guy is the guy's brilliant. We can't deny that, seriously. Sami Zayn's great. But folks, come on. It's the sneaky count out victories. All he can do to win a match. I mean, it's getting extremely repetitive. Rant to repeat, rant to repeat. It's almost like Sami Zayn is doing the same thing every week on the show. But it's brilliant. It's entertaining. I mean, you know, so. But he's doing good still. I just hope they don't have Sami Zayn drop the title to Big E, because if they do, that would probably be either the best decision or probably one of the worst creative decisions ever. But Sami Zayn hasn't defended his Intercontinental Championship, though. We need somebody. We need an Intercontinental Championship that will actually be a fighting Intercontinental Championship. An Intercontinental Champion that will actually defend the title. We need somebody like that. We don't need somebody to hold the title and not defend it. It just it makes them look boring, you know? But I applaud Sami Zayn for doing the best work of his career with his heel character. He's really doing good. He really did good as a babyface too, though. I'm really praising this guy, but I am. He's brilliant. He's amazing. He's the greatest. And he's the greatest like the A-list. Anyways. Billie is backstage, and she takes the women's division to task. She says Sasha Banks is the most overrated and overpaid women. Sasha Banks is the most overpaid woman in the history of SmackDown. Then turns her sights on Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair should have been the NXT Women's Champion, man. Can't believe they called her the main roster that quick like that. But since her main roster run, she's been doing good. So she's on the right start. She's on the right path. Billie starts ranting about Bianca, but Bianca appears behind her and tells her to keep her name out of her mouth. After I heard that, I was like, ooh, she got played. She got slayed. Anyways, Bianca pulls out a receipt and reads about Bayley's recent losses and her win. Bayley storms off after that. So Paul Heyman hands Roman Reigns his Universal Championship backstage, and they make their way towards the ring. So Carmella is interviewed by Braxton backstage, and she says Sasha thinks she is the boss. But tonight, Sasha becomes relevant. Carmella's lackey appears again, and she tells him she wants him at ringside to hear Banks' tears hit the mat. So then we see a replay of Roman Reigns destroying Otis, Kevin Owens, and Jey Uso last week. Reigns and Uso are shown backstage watching as Kevin Owens comes to the ring. Owens immediately goes under the ring and brings a table inside. Then Jey Uso asks Roman to let him have him, and Roman gives him permission. Owens brings chairs and a ladder into the ring as well. Owens sets up all the furniture in the ring, then grabs the mic and says he knows Roman is watching. He wants him to fear him. But even after last week, knowing Roman is better than he's ever been, KO doesn't fear him. Roman says he fights for his family, and he relates to that. But as good as he is, what's actually happening is that Roman's family is fighting for him. Jey is fighting Roman's battles. TLC is the most important match of his career, and his family will be watching him from home. While they won't be able to help him win, he has a few friends who will help him, like the cold chairs, that will help him repay Roman for all the bruises he gave KO. His other friend is like the table. Who's hard to break. But when you do, she's welcoming, and she can't wait to host Roman Reigns. And finally, the ladder, the most difficult, rough one of his friends. Ladder is the most hurtful, but it will help him get back to where he belongs. Roman can keep the head of the table because he will give all he has to get back to the top of the ladder. Suddenly, KO is hit with a chair by Jey Uso from behind. Jey Uso targets Owens' left leg and hits it with the chair over and over, and punches him into the table in the ring. Jey climbs to the top rope, but Owens gets up and hits Jey with the chair. Then a few more times, Owens grabs Jey and hits a powerbomb through the table, and that's when the Universal Champion comes out alongside Paul Heyman. Reigns hands his title to Paul, who tells him Owens is calling the shots here, and Roman should be the one to do so. Owens screams for Reigns to come, but Heyman reminds Reigns he's the one in charge, and Roman takes his belt back and leaves. Cat Owens is ramming backstage, looking for Roman Reigns. Caleb Ashton stops him, and Owens starts ranting, but Roman appears and cracks him with a chair in the back. Roman beats him down and shouts at him about supporting family, then drills him with a big forearm. Reigns looks into the camera and talks to Owens' wife and kids, saying they need to talk some sense into their dad because otherwise he's going to be the guy who takes food off their table. That was really good. I like that. Roman Reigns is one of the best, one of the greatest things going for SmackDown right now. He's the best thing going for the SmackDown men's division over there. Tribal Chief, man, I like that name. Really good name, Tribal Chief. Gotta give WWE credit for naming Roman Reigns that name. That gimmick name, Tribal Chief. Really good. I will give WWE some credit, but not all the credit. When it comes to NXT, I always give Triple H credit. He always produced the best NXT shows every Wednesday nights. So we got the Riott Squad versus somebody that makes me want to pick up the remote and change the entire channel. Billie and Natalya, two of the worst examples of the women's division. the SmackDown Women's Division. In all of WWE, there are two of the fucking suckiest wrestlers on the SmackDown roster. I don't like them for what they are. They suck. Trust me, I've watched what they do in the ring. Oh my god, it's fucking terrible. When I mean it's terrible, it's so bad it makes you not want to watch it. It makes you not want to watch Billie Kay and Natalya in the ring. I'm telling y'all. You would probably see me turning it to Investigate Discovery, because I think I'd much rather watch that than to watch Billie Kay and Natalya in the freaking ring. I mean, come on. Who the fuck wants to watch Billie Kay and Natalya in that ring? Are you freaking serious? Wow. I bet you it's those fucking versions on Twitter. Gotta be. Gotta be those fucking version geeks. Those what JD likes to call them, those Billie Kay versions. Man, the guy's fucking funny. Seriously. You know what? He's got a point, though. Half of them are version geeks. Speaking of version geek, I put one on blast on Twitter a few weeks ago. So it got deleted, though. But and as a matter of fact, I put someone else on blast today. And he didn't say not a word. The guy that I put on blast happens to be the guy who was tweeting out some shit, shitting on NXT Women's Division. It happens to be the guy that Dakota Kai fired back at on Twitter. Yeah, I didn't like what he said about the NXT Women's Division. I quickly backed that up and I said, hold on. I said, first of all, AEW Women's Division hasn't done much of nothing. I don't even know why he says the AEW Women's Division is better than the NXT Women's Division. No, it's not. No, it's not. You fucking clown. No, it's not. What's his name? Mr. fucking Stanley. The guy that Dakota Kai fired back at on Twitter. Knowing him is probably a fucking troll. That motherfucker gonna be shivering in the cold in the North Pole without titty rolls. Don't run into that pole. You might slip and fall in the bowl, motherfucker. Anyways, Wyatt Squad. Where in the world is... I thought I just came across her. Did I? Oh yeah, I did. There she is. So, we got Ruby Wyatt and Liv Morgan versus Billie Kay and Natalya. So the match gets underway with Ruby and Billie, and Riott takes the fight to Kay. Morgan comes in and continues the beating on Kay in the corner. Ruby comes in and they hit a double team move to Kay. Morgan gets ducked and Natalya gets the tag and takes her down. Natalya keeps Billie in her corner and prevents her from tagging Ruby. Well, actually, she kept Liv in the corner and prevented her from tagging her partner off the apron. Riott gets the tag and hits the Riott kick to Billie for the win. Finally, the Riott squad are out. Thank goodness. Happy to see Liv Morgan and Riott getting their TV time. Happy to see them on TV. Ruby Riott does not deserve to be unused on TV. Really. This was a good match for the Riott squad, but obviously it wasn't a good match for Billie Kay and Natalya. I'm glad they lost because they're fucking losers. They're losers just like Humberto! You know. Korea. You know, the guy over on Raw. The letter with the letter L, the loser. That guy. Yeah. Alright. So, good win for the Riott squad. We got a video from Instagram of Chad, Gable, and Otis training together, which consists of Chad throwing medicine balls into Otis back over and over again. Gable and Otis are interviewed backstage, and Gable says he is going to mold the limp of clay that is Otis into a top tier athlete. Cesaro and Nakamura appear and challenge them to a match. We got Gable and Otis versus Cesaro and Nakamura. Now I thought, whoa, whatever happened to the pairing of Otis and Tucker? Bruce? Huh, Bruce? Whatever happened to that? Oh, that's right. You broke them up. No wonder why there's no tag team divisions. Now I can see why the Revival left the WWE, because they don't know how to manage. They don't know how to manage. They don't know how to use their tag teams like they're supposed to. WWE just don't care about the Raw, SmackDown, or NXT tag team divisions at this point. They are so invested in what they want that they can't even focus on building new stars and bettering these shows and fixing the rosters. So they'd rather be invested in power and money than to not give the fans what they want, right? Is that what people are telling me on Twitter? Is that what the IWC community is telling me? Is that what all my UK friends are telling me on Twitter? All my IWC UK friends? Gotta be. Gotta be. Gotta be. Seems like Ringside News seem to be the only ones that's telling me what's going on. Which they are anyway. So, the match begins with Gable and Cesaro and the Swiss Superman. He beats Gable in a lock. Gable frustratedly tags Otis and tells him to use his power. So Otis locks up with Cesaro and shoves him down. Gable tags in again and takes Cesaro down with a single leg. And transitions to a German suplex and holds on for a roll up. And a 2 Gable gets isolated and beat in the corner by Nakamura and Cesaro, but eventually breaks free and tags Otis. So then Otis comes in hot and drops Nakamura on the apron, then splashes Cesaro and body slams him. Otis wants to hit the caterpillar, but Gable asks him to tag in. Gable goes up top and jumps at Cesaro and gets caught with the swing for 24 rotations. So then Nakamura tags in and hits a King Sasha for the win. I got it right that time. So my question to everybody is, what the fuck is WWE doing with Cesaro and Nakamura, and what are they doing with Otis and Gable? I don't understand this. What was this? What was the meaning of them booking this tag team match? What is this, Bruce? Huh? It's your fucking schemes again? Is that what it is? Man, that doesn't go to show you how fucking bad these tag team divisions are. I don't know what else to tell you. Almost got choked. I have nothing to say about this tag team match. Nothing else to say. The tag team match was fucking boring. It was absolutely terrible. Every sense of the word. I almost about wanted to change my fucking channel. I about wanted to pick up the remote and change the entire channel. Seriously. This show was that boring, folks. You just don't understand. Excuse me. So, Chad, Gable, and Otis are backstage, and Chad says tonight was a test, and unfortunately Otis failed. He walks off, and Otis looks frustrated. Baron Corbin's backstage with his two associates, Brandon Cutler. I call him Steve Cutler because that was his name when he made his NXT debut, along with Jason Riker and Wesley Blake. Murphy will lose a lot of champagne and two glasses, awaiting her big win. Carmella makes her first entrance since returning, and she dances behind a big sheet with a big solo. Sasha Banks makes her entrance, and the main event. It says the main event take place after a commercial break. So we got the SmackDown Women's Championship match, the main event on SmackDown. Man, I am so ready to end this review so bad. This show sucks. It really does. I feel like this review was so boring. I almost about wanted to fall asleep. All right, so we got Carmella, got Sasha Banks defending her SmackDown Women's Championship versus Carmella. Yes, folks, Carmella. Yeah, I know. I know. You can't stand seeing her in the ring. I know. So what we got? That's what we got, folks. Our main event: Carmella versus Sasha Banks. Sucks to be me right now. Sucks to be Sasha Banks right now. Seriously, being in a ring with another woman that's setting the worst example. You know, I said it in the open. I said it in the Wyatt Squad versus Billie Kay and Natalya match, tag team match. These shows this week, man, they just ain't been. They haven't been in the right direction. They really haven't. Seriously, it's been so fucking terrible. I don't even know what else I want to say, folks. I really don't. Seriously, it's just embarrassing. So this match between Carmella and Sasha Banks, the match gets underway with a lockup, and Banks forces her Carmella to the corner until the referee backs her off. So then Carmella then drops Sasha with a right hand and taunts her. Carmella hangs Banks in the ropes and chokes her over them, then fleeks her hair. Carmella backs Banks into the corner and hip thrusts her, then delivers repeated elbows. Carmella runs at Banks but gets thrown to the apron, and Sasha goes after Carmella, slams Sasha on the apron, and she collapses to the floor as they head to commercial break. So back live, and Banks is in control, dragging Carmella into the top rope, where the two of them brawl. Carmella slams Sasha's head into the ring post and drags her down into the floor and slams her into the barricade. Carmella brings Banks inside for a 2 count, then beats her into the corner. Carmella applies a submission to Banks, who starts to fight back but gets thrown into the corner. Carmella wraps her feet around Banks' head and hangs over the ropes to choke her until the count of 4. Carmella gets a 2 count, then applies her finisher to Banks, and she can't lock it in properly. Banks reverses into the bank statement, but Carmella's lackey pulls Banks out of the ring. Banks is furious and chases him around the ring, but Carmella intercepts her. Sasha attacks Carmella in a rage and beats her down in the corner until the referee calls for the bell. So Carmella wins by disqualification, but Sasha Banks is still the SmackDown Women's Champ. So after the match, Banks applies the bank statement to Carmella's lackey until Carmella attacks her. Carmella takes her out of the ring and beats her with the champagne stand. Carmella then lifts the champagne bottle and smashes it over Sasha's back. Carmella takes a drink from the glass before grabbing another bottle and spraying it over Banks and ringside. Carmella talks trash to Banks as the show came to a close. Man. So that was it, folks. I just want to say, what a waste of the Women's Championship match. I mean, let me guess, we're getting a rematch at TLC to top it off. I mean, I really didn't care about it. My friend Justin on Twitter said he didn't care about it either. And everybody else I imagine didn't care about it either. So I'm not going to care about it then, and I won't care about it ever. If it doesn't happen, of course. Now, as far as Baron Corbin and his 2 associates go, gotta say, man, Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler. I said Steve Kerr. But Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler being with Baron Corbin could be pretty good, folks, if done right. Even though Baron Corbin is WWE's typical garbage, they honestly fit well alongside him. Now, about the Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns thing, I will say that Kevin Owens cut an excellent promo. Roman Reigns assaulting Kevin Owens, looking directly into the camera, derading his words towards KO. Family was awesome, even though predictable. This TLC match is going to be amazing. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to steal the show. That could be the only match on the card that could steal the show. You know what I mean? So. Anyways. I got one more thing to say before I end this review. And I just want to say, man. Uno, Roman Reigns doing the best work of his career and continues to do so. Oh no. Jey Uso looked dangerous like a bear, folks. Just hitting KO with the steel chair. Honestly, it's almost like it was fair. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso are killing it as a pair. They are. Really. So on this Big E and Sami Zayn match, I tweeted out and said, really, Bruce, you're nothing more than a scum, because that's exactly what he is. I said, this is what we get. Big E versus Zayn, Vince, Bruce, and Creative are all the same and more fucking dumber than I thought. Sami Zayn won the match, not to mention they're so dumb they can't even chew their own bubblegum. Exactly what I said on Twitter. But folks, I'm going to end this review. This is the end of your December the 11th, 2020 review. If you did enjoy it, hit the thumbs down. If you did, hit the thumbs up. It always helps the channel, like I said from the beginning of the review. And I am going to be getting out of here now. I'm tired. I've seen some of the comments from the guys that commented saying why I made the Tessa Blanchard video. The reason why I did it is because I did it for the Tessa Blanchard fans. I did it for people who are fans of Tessa Blanchard. That's the reason why I did the video. So now you know. So now you guys know why I did the video. For the Tessa Blanchard fans. Not doing it for the simple fact that I like racist people. I didn't say, I'm not doing the video just to be racist. I just did the video for the Tessa Blanchard fans, for people that are fans of Tessa Blanchard. That's the only reason why I did the video. I mean, that's on y'all if y'all think she's racist about what she said. She clearly apologized and shit. She didn't mean to say all that. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw that, but I guess some of you all don't accept people's apologies. You don't give people a chance. So, well, I got nothing to do with it, so I'm not gonna fucking say anything. But I'm getting out of here, folks. I hope you all have yourselves a great weekend. You guys that commented on my video, thank you for the comments on my video. Even though even though the Celtic fan asked me why I did a racist video on Tessa, at least it's a comment, so I'll take it. The guys commented on my video. At least that right there tells me that I'm actually doing good with my videos. I must be doing something good. So I appreciate you all for tuning in for my SmackDown review. And I will see you right back here with my Monday Night Raw review. I'm going to be reviewing Monday Night Raw again next Monday. And you already know what we're getting on there. Another 3-hour waste of nothing legitimately important. Because that's exactly what we get every Monday night. Yeah, Monday Night Raw, the show's going to suck. So be prepared. Of course, it doesn't shock some of you. It doesn't shock me either, trust me. Well, my channel is built towards giving everybody what they want, so. I'm getting out of here because I'm already falling asleep. If you all have any questions, folks, let me know, please. And if you ever want to do some collaboration videos with me, please let me know. I would love to do those. I don't mind. I would like to know about those too. So if somebody can actually give me some information about that, that would be great. Thanks. Peace. I'm out of here.